And we are live, just looking for our audience.
Is there anybody in the audience?
Not seeing anybody show up right at the moment, but they may appear. Wouldn't expect a large turnout, obviously, based on tonight's agenda.
Yeah. Okay, I know Alden is coming. So just wait a second, I guess.
I just logged on.
I saw you. Thanks.
Okay, thank you. Before we start, I can't find the, I wasn't at the January 4th meeting, but I never received the minutes. I've been looking through my emails.
Oh. Okay.
I just can't find them.
We can reach out and we can check our emails and just make sure that Caitlin has your email address and that nothing got.
I got December
lost
7th.
there.
Well, I got December 7th, but I just didn't know if she doesn't send them if you're not there.
No, no, she would send them, and Caitlin.
I mean, I'm not going to approve them anyways, but I just wanted to read them.
Right.
Yeah, I can check the emails and I can check with her to make sure she's distributing to you and gets you that set. Obviously,
Yeah, or someone could just forward it to me, and I can just check that. I can, see who was on them.
Sure.
Thank you.
Yeah, she sent them, actually sent them yesterday.
Oh,
No,
she
no.
didn't.
No, she sent them, no, she sent them. I'm not sure, to tell you the
Okay.
truth.
Could you just forward it to me, Rick?
Yeah, I can do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
When I find them, I'll just, after the meeting.
Yeah, no rush. Because I can't approve them, so, but I just want to read them.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, let's call the meeting to order. This is and Andy, did
Sorry.
nobody show up in the attendees?
That's correct.
Okay, good. So I'll begin with the roll call. Alden, not here yet. Beth is going to be absent. Bob?
Here.
Jamie?
Here.
Heather?
Here.
Don? Don, I know you're there.
Here.
Richard?
Here.
And Rick is here. Okay. The first item on the agenda is under public hearings, the application of Stephen J. Lewis, 2 to 6 Market Street for a special permit amendment. We have a request from the applicant to continue this to the February 1st meeting. Could I have a motion to do so?
So moved, Don.
And a second.
I can second.
Who was that?
Let Jamie have it. It's okay.
Okay. So Alden's still not here. Beth's not here. In favor, Bob?
Yes.
Jamie?
Yes.
Heather?
Yes.
Oh, Alden has asked Andy to resend the link to him.
I'll do that right now.
Don?
Yes.
Richard?
Yes.
And Rick, yes. Okay. The only other business under general business is approval of minutes. We have minutes of December 7th and January 4th, and I guess we'll take them one by one. So could I have I've sent in comments. I don't know whether anybody else has sent in comments to Caitlin, but does anybody feel the need to continue this to a further meeting, or are we ready to move to approve them as amended?
Yeah.
Okay, so is that a motion?
Sure, it's Don. Yes.
Okay, thanks. And a second.
Second, Bob.
Thank you. So this is a motion to approve the minutes of December 7th, 2022 as amended. So I'll go through. Alden is not here yet. So Bob?
Yes.
Amy?
Yes.
Heather?
Yes.
Don?
Yes.
Richard?
Yes.
And chair votes yes. And then we have approval of minutes of the January 4th, 2023 meeting. Same thing, comments have been sent in. Does anybody have any further comments or edits to make to the minutes that have not already been sent to Caitlin? If not, could I have a motion to approve as amended?
I give that motion.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second, Bob.
Thank you. Okay,
I can't click absent anyways.
okay, so Alden's still not here. Bob,
Yes.
Amy,
Yes.
Heather, you say you're abstaining?
I have to, yep. Mhm.
Don,
Yes,
Richard,
Yes,
and the chair votes yes. Final item on the agenda is any other updates from the chair or planning director. Andy, do you have any updates?
If I could, just two things elements of zoning I wanted to mention that I'd ask if board members could think about it between now and the next meeting, and maybe just, offer a little bit of feedback to each other and thoughts before, in advance of any kind of formal zoning amendment change or a public hearing on it. Just to get your thoughts on two particular areas. So I'll just list those now, and then folks can kind of just think about it and we'll circle back. The first one is outdoor seating. And again, just, put a, in your mind, maybe how the current ordinance works. You can look at the parking section, the uses and so forth. And I'm happy to exchange with you, as is, Caitlin and Jennifer. But as we think about outdoor seating, a lot of it that's grown a little bit from the pandemic, and I think in a good way for vibrancy and sort of the pedestrian streetscape. But thinking about how do we allow those uses and how do we deal with parking impacts, real or imagined, for that type of thing moving forward, where let's say in the downtown, there's small businesses that aren't necessarily doing a square footage increase inside, but have outdoor seating. Whether that parking is in public parking spaces or in public, plaza space, or whether it's, way over across the city on any other type of business of a similar nature that wants to have outdoor seating, perhaps even in their own parking lots, converting some of that space. Just, I would ask you to just think about how you think situations like that might be handled in, in a good way. I have my own thoughts. I just don't want to prejudice yours. I have my own thoughts on mechanics of how we might review those, approve those, streamline the sort of beneficial aspects of it without resulting in, problems, so to speak. But I just wanted to get members' thoughts on that, because we may see a zoning amendment dealing with something like that later this year. So it would be good to get your thoughts on it and be able to incorporate that sort of stuff in it. So that's the first topic. The other one is just the business park. We're looking to amend the zoning ordinance section for the business park to allow a little bit more flexibility there, where it's interior to the park, or might allow for more of the bio research facilities and things like that to consider coming to Newburyport, doing a little bit of expansion on some of the lots, probably more vertical to be fair than anything horizontal because of the build out that's there and the resource areas around it. But those two things in general, if you have any particular thoughts on things you'd like to see there or things you'd like to have changed, if you're familiar with that particular section of the ordinance and have thoughts on it, be great to hear your thoughts on that and be able to incorporate planning board members' thoughts in anything that might be brought forward as an amendment.
Great. Are these things do you have any timeline for when you might be bringing these forward?
In the spring, I'd like to. So, sort of the maybe late February going into March timeframe. So being able to, collect some thoughts from folks on that and kind of insert those into the package, so to speak, as best we can. Obviously there might be conflicting opinions, but for whoever we can do to incorporate as many thoughts on that as possible. Yeah, that'll give a little bit of time, for us to spend a few weeks thinking about it and then circling back maybe.
So Andy, if we don't have much on the agenda for February 1st, I think we have two continued applications, correct? Do we have anything else you know about?
Not to my knowledge, no.
So maybe we could specifically put that at the bottom under general business and, talk
Sure.
about it, maybe have when the staff memo comes out, it could actually have some discussion of just
Sure.
outlining some of the issues that you're thinking about.
Sure.
So we can, if we don't think about it before the first, we can think about it over the weekend before the meeting.
Okay, sounds good.
Any other comments or questions about that? Alden, you missed all the exciting stuff. So in that case, I would look for a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Thank you. And we will vote on that motion. Alden?
Yeah.
You there?
You're muted, Alden.
He forgets how to do this.
You can't leave until you unmute yourself.
We think it's a yes.
Is it a yes? Nod your head.
You
Wave.
should,
There he
thumbs
goes.
up.
Bob,
Yes.
Jamie,
Yes.
Heather,
Yes.
Don,
Dawn's muted.
we're just not used to this anymore.
Yes,
Amazing.
yes.
There's a yes.
Richard,
Okay, yes for me. I found it finally.
Hey, Alden. That's a yes for me. I live in this Zoom world.
okay, and I vote yes also. So we are adjourned. Thank you for dropping in.
Thank
All
you.
right.
Bye.
Thank
Thanks
you.
all.
Have a
See ya.
good night.
Hey.